welcome to Live at 5 on Tuesday, August the 23rd.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Special guest you're going to be interviewing in a bit.
Yeah, Andrew Chappelle of Hamilton. I know you all know him. He's been going on a lot for a lot of... We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that.
He's like an MVP over at Hamilton.
And somebody's starting tonight in Hamilton.
Yeah, there's Hamilton News.
Brandon Victor Dixon begins this evening.
We have a new assassin on Broadway.
We do. And
Spoiler.
Also this evening, Olivier winner Stephen Ashfield begins in the Book of
He's a
Mormon.
Brit.
He is a Brit.
In the Book of
Scot,
Mormon.
actually.
Oh, okay.
He's a Brit and
How often do they haven't brought over that many people from the London production?
No. So this is a big deal. But he won the Olivier for Elder McKinley. So we look forward to seeing him. Right, we have a new Elphaba.
Yeah, she was a Live at 5 guest when she was in Fiddler on the Roof.
She's now going to be playing
Jessica Vosk.
Wicked. She's been Elphaba on the Wicked tour. And Kristen Martin has also joined that tour as Nessa Rose.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to say this right.
The what?
Episode 1
go ahead. Did you practice?
Blue Skies.
Corbin Blue. Corbin Blue, our new vlogger. His vlog just premiered.
Yeah, just premiered.
So check. Have you guys watched it yet?
No. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, it's a new camera, David. We're trying out a new camera. Thank you for noticing.
We're moving up in the world. Meanwhile, there's a hot shot of Deborah Cox in The Bodyguard.
Oh my God, she's like super fierce in that
yeah,
photo.
Fierce.
It's like just done, top to bottom.
Very done.
She's so ready. So that's at Paper Mill. And then it goes on a national tour starting in January.
Yeah. So we'll see where that ends up. Okay, odds and ends. John Gallagher Jr. is back on stage. He's going to be at Joe's Pub on September the 29th. This Al Pacino and Judith Light show.
Yeah, what is this? We keep hearing about this. I didn't know Judith Light was involved.
Al Pacino plays Tennessee Williams. It's called When God Looked Away. And apparently it might now play LA before Broadway because Al's a bit scarred by the reception that China Doll got. It makes sense to try out these plays out.
He can be careful. He's Al Pacino.
Kristen Chenoweth is going to sing Stephen Karam's speech and debate. There's a song in it at the end.
The movie. So that's the movie that's coming up. So there's a song.
And that's got Lin-Manuel Miranda, Roger Bart, Sarah Steele, and all sorts in it. Also today...
Speaking of singing,
Emma Stone is singing again. This time in La La Land, this movie musical that Pasek and Paul were involved with. Yeah. Anyway, there's a trailer of that in Odds and Ends today.
Cool.
Oh, we didn't touch on your night.
Oh yeah. So I saw School of Rock again, and I
told you what happened to it.
Yeah, you told me a couple weeks ago that it's incredible, and I thought, well, you're a Lloyd Webber, of course you liked it.
Exactly.
But it is.
Isn't it? I
mean, it's even better. Like I loved it when it opened.
Yeah, but it's got better, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's like, oh my God. It's totally up. Those kids blow my mind.
Those kids are amazing.
And Jen Gambatese, who what's her name? Rosalie? What's her name? Rosalie. Obviously, Sierra Boggess played it. Jen Gambatese hasn't been on Broadway in 8 years. I did the math. She is fantastic. Welcome back to Broadway, Jen Gambatese. She's had kids. She's had family. She's a mom. It's a whole thing. She is so good. I was lucky to see her do. She was in Carousel at Goodspeed and in Chicago.
Right.
Playing what's her name? That one. The one Audrey McDonald won the Tony for.
That one. Where's Jeffrey when you need
Carrie Pipperidge. Anyway, she was incredible in that, and I'm so thrilled she's back on Broadway. And you need to go check her out.
I'm going to go and check her out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And meanwhile, Sarah's doing French, right?
She's in rehearsal for Phantom in Paris.
Okay, it's time for our special guest. Who wants to talk about Hamilton? Andrew Chappelle.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with the applause.
How you doing? I'm obsessed with your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even think it's going to fit in the camera frame.
Okay, well, we have to pull it back then.
How are you?
I'm honestly horrible.
Life?
I just got back from vacation, and I'm fully shocked into the New York life that is here.
I'm so sorry. I was looking at your social media shenanigans.
I'm not really quite sure what you're talking about. I'm not really well-versed in social media.
I'm surprised you have your shirt on. Because I've seen you shirtless so much in the last hour looking through your photos. Well, you were just in Mykonos, correct?
Very.
That's like a fabulous vacation.
I was very in Mykonos.
You were very? What does that mean? You were like 1,000%?
Yes. Yes. Whatever the top percentage is of availability, I was at that percentage.
David said hashtag slay queen. I don't know if that's who's that referring to.
It is definitely referring to me.
Yes, yes, yes. There's a lot of yes. And there's Chappelle's A Force of Nature. Beyonce. Okay.
They call me the Beyonce of Broadway.
How did you get that nickname? I don't understand.
I'm honestly not sure where you guys get these things you give to me, but
What's the most Beyonce thing about you?
I don't know that. I mean, I really just don't care about a lot of things.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think that Beyonce is generally unbothered. Like, I think that she's just like unbothered by most people's opinions.
Julie said, Andrew, you have the best smile. So sweet.
Thanks, Julie.
So sweet.
Thank you. Thanks to my mother for buying me bracelets.
Kirsty said, I'm a suburban mom, a theater geek, and I am a chappie.
Oh, Chappie, that's the name of my fans.
You
Chappies.
have a fan name?
Yes, my fans are called the Chappies. And
this is crazy.
It's ironic, because it's my father's name. And they came up with it.
You're like a sensation. So I saw recently you put up a photo with Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you said, "This is the man who changed my life." You really feel that way.
I just got chills when you said it.
Yes. So your journey with Hamilton started downtown, correct?
Yes.
What was your audition like?
It was very, very involved.
Yeah.
I had been hearing about Hamilton for pretty much a year, whispers of it, and seeing it on the breakdowns and hearing about a reading. But it was always after the fact. I didn't know anyone doing it. And then I was bugging my agent. I need to get in. And they're like, it's cast. And finally they're like, they're looking for a swing. And I was like, I don't want to swing. I can't swing. I don't know what that is. And
I'm not a swinger.
Yeah. and so I needed a job. I was broke. And I was like, I guess I'm going to go in for this swing position. So I had to go in. My first audition, I think, was 4 songs. It was You'll Be Back, Dear Theodosia, Guns and Ships, and Right Hand Man.
Okay.
And sorry, it's my phone.
It's all right. It's all right. We're keeping it real.
We're keeping it very real. And so, who's calling me? Who calls? Wait, who calls anyone anymore is actually a real gag. So that person is fierce. So anyway, I memorized those songs. I went in. I just felt like I had to memorize the material because it's so dense.
Yeah.
And so I did. And then when I went back in, I danced for Andy, which was nerve-wracking because
Blankenbuehler?
It's Andy.
To do the moves?
It was me and one other guy and him, and that's it.
Wow.
It was 2 of us, and he would like teach us the movement and then look at us do it, and then teach us more. And I was like, hit the step, girl. Let's get this job now. Let's get this coin. Pick it up. And then the next audition I had to go on. I think I had 10 songs that I had.
God.
In addition to the 4 that I did, and each song, Tommy and Alex would work with me, and I would do each song maybe 3 or 4 times. It was involved.
And so you cover which roles?
I cover Lafayette Jefferson, Mulligan Madison, Lawrence Phillip, Burr, King George, and ensemble man. His name is Man 5, and he
Man 5. He's my favorite.
He plays Philip Schuyler and James Reynolds in the ensemble.
And you recently been playing Burr, correct? Did you go on?
No, that was actually a
rumor?
That didn't come from our show. That came from someplace else.
Misreport?
It was a misreport.
You're going on this week.
I'm going on for Lafayette Jefferson. I'll be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
I haven't gotten an opportunity to go on for Burr because I cover so many other people. So it's like every time I might go on for that, I end up getting pulled to go on for somebody else.
Right. So is it stressful, thrilling? What's it like to be able to go on for all those roles?
I wouldn't say that it's stressful. I kind of made the choice early to not make it stressful for myself.
Yeah.
It is thrilling. It is diverse. It is nice to not really know what I'm doing in the morning, but it's also not nice to know it. I definitely have to curtail my lifestyle to kind of be ready to sing and do anything at all times, which is a little restricting. But I did a pretty long run of Mamma Mia, and
I know you were Eddie.
It was Eddie, and
Which
I did
one's Eddie?
Eddie is the one who plays the bagpipes drunkenly in Act 2.
Of course,
and
naturally.
He's like the more responsible between him and Pepper. He's the more responsible one.
Okay.
But I did that same thing every day for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So that was a very different experience than this, where it's like, you're Lafayette Jefferson at the matinee, you're Mulligan Madison at night, tomorrow you're going to be Lawrence Phillip, and the next day you're going to sleep in the dressing room. Right.
I'm going to read some of these comments.
Okay.
Tracy said, so talented.
Thank you, Tracy.
Julie said, that is incredibly hard. Regina said, very impressive. They're all really impressed. Brooke and Capucine both asked, who's your favorite Hamilton character to play?
I'd really love to play Lafayette Jefferson. I think he's the most suited to my natural life rhythm and personality. He's a super aggressive member of the revolution in Act 1, and then in Act 2, he's a very me right now, coming back from Mykonos, like, I gotta go back and, do this work, but I just came back from vacation. I'm feeling fantastic, so.
Is it hard the show seems like it's, so the energy level, do you feel like, is it almost like hard to come down from the high at the end of a performance? And the audience, I mean, it's just such the energy in that theater.
There is definitely a hum. There is definitely an awakening that happens at the end almost. But physically you're exhausted.
Yeah.
There is no extra physical energy at the end because Andy talks about this all the time when he's talking about perspective and the show and how we are all experiencing the show in real time. The idea of the show is that we're watching it happen as it happens.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing that, you are going through an emotional roller coaster of things that are going on in Alexander Hamilton's life because it was an incredible journey he went on.
Another amazing character you played is Devon Stamps. So amazing.
Oh my God, Devon.
Devon.
It was Moesha. Devon Stamps. Yes, I feel like I was 13 years old when I did look.
You were on Moesha. That's iconic.
It is. It's actually one of my most proud shining moments in my career.
Before Hamilton.
Before Hamilton. But honestly, I'm obsessed with Brandy, even still to this day. I mean, please get into her vocals. The rasp is correct.
Wow.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
I didn't get to see her in Chicago, but.
And then I loved you played one of my favorite roles, Daniel. What's the song? You look like such a Daniel.
I am very.
I just had to bring
Daniel.
that up because you look like such a Daniel. I think you should do that.
I would love to do it again.
Right?
Yeah, I would love to.
That show needs to come back.
Yeah, somebody produced Once on This Island and cast me as Daniel.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, what the heck?
Let's get that done. Do you still take classes during the run?
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm an improviser and a comedian, so
I know. I've seen some of your shenanigans.
Yeah, so I do sketch comedy and stuff, but I also I avidly take class in improv because that's a skill you kind of have to keep sharp. Yeah. I take dance class and I teach dance classes all over the country. I'm teaching one in Schenectady on Sunday. I teach all over.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you were also a Misunderstanding, correct?
I understood. I did
that role.
Yes, and in Priscilla,
on the road.
I covered Jimmy in Misunderstanding, which, oh my God, I wanted to be in Priscilla so bad, and that's why I ended up leaving Mamma Mia was for Priscilla.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were like, that's too good. That's too good to pass up.
I couldn't not do Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I mean, come on.
Sarah thinks you should play Sunny in the Heights. Why not?
Sure.
What was the first musical you ever saw?
Phantom of the Opera in LA at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. And it's my mom's favorite show, and so I feel like she had gone a bunch of times, and then she made me go, and I just, I mean, it's fierce. It still is. I feel like they gave us tickets when I was in Mamma Mia to go see it, and I was like, still pretty gagged by it.
They keep it in good shape.
Yeah,
they keep that show pulled together.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your inspiration as a kid?
Well, listening to musicals, I was obsessed with Norm Lewis and Brian Stokes Mitchell, and I actually got to meet Brian Stokes for the first time at the Hamilton opening night party. And we had a huge fireworks display. Where was that, on the Hudson River? Hudson.
It was down at Chelsea Piers.
Yeah, right? and the fireworks start, and I felt a presence behind me, and I looked.
Stokes.
Yes, and I looked back, and it was him, and I was like, I'm so good! So of course, I am not shy, so I let him have it for sure. Bless his heart. He did not get to enjoy the fireworks display, but I didn't care. I had to tell him some things.
Haley said Slay Queen, just throwing that out there. Scott said, who have you always wanted to work with? Is there anyone you wanted your dream of?
Patti LuPone.
Hello.
So Patti.
Come on, Patti.
Listen, we got to make something happen.
Have you met her?
I have met Patti. Funny enough, for the holidays at Mamma Mia, we would do a door decorating competition.
Of course.
I got to decorate my dressing room door by myself. And I did a tribute to Patti LuPone. I did not know that she was going to be a judge.
What's involved in a tribute to Patti LuPone door?
All I did was make a wreath.
All
I did was make a wreath, and I had all these other Broadway belters, pictures of them, but I made a video, and the video was talking about how they're all great, but she's better. and
she liked that?
Oh my God, she loved it. But it was when her and Mandy Patinkin were doing Mandy and Patti, and Mandy was not so enthralled with my idea that I wasn't obsessed with his voice. Which I think he has a great voice. I just didn't want to make a wreath about it.
Scott said she'll swipe your cell phone. Don't do it.
Oh my God, it's Patti LuPone. You don't do it.
Oh, Dina wants to know the same thing. I want to know. How do you get your hair to look so great? What do you put in there?
That was a very common question in Europe. They're like, how did you get your hair like that? And the answer is, it is like this. This is it.
You just wake up, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the way my hair is.
That's it. Apparently that's it. Somebody wants you to be Javert and Les Mis. Ali, yeah, I don't know.
That would be great. It's right next door. I wouldn't have to move my dressing room things very far.
Lisa, said, this is one of the best Live at 5 episodes ever.
Well, Lisa.
We've been doing these for a while, Andrew, so that is high praise. I don't know
Lisa knows what's up.
I don't know if anyone's ever said that on here. What else do you want people to know? So you have a great website. You have a great social media presence. People can follow you.
Yeah, so follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram.
Tell me your name.
At AChapHawk. So it's my name. A for Andrew, Chap for Chappelle, CHAPP, and then Hawk, I'm Native American, and my tribal name is Hawkrun, and I've had AChapHawk as my name since AOL Instant Messenger. And it has stuck with me. So get into it or get out of the way.
How's your pup?
She's so sweet.
What's her name?
Her name is Patti LuPone. The branding is together. Yeah, her name is Patti LuPone. She is a 10-week-old terrier that I rescued. Kate Schindel helped me find a dog. I mentioned it randomly, and she helped foster this dog to me. And Patty just spent 10 days with her boyfriend Diego in Brooklyn, and she is going through it like I am. Her and I were on the couch today watching Money Monster, and we were just crying over like our lost loves.
Liam wants to be your friend.
You can be my friend.
Allie is an aspiring Broadway dancer and wants to know, how do I make it? What's your advice you tell kids? You must meet a lot of kids now at Hamilton.
I do, and especially in my classes. I mean, I worked tirelessly. I just worked tirelessly. I still do. I still do. It's why I do everything, is to succeed and continue to work and do new things and be asked to do things. When I was a kid, I would just take class like crazy. But what I tell a lot of the kids that I teach or meet is that they need to experience life too. Yeah. You cannot just live in the dance studio, because that is boring as hell.
Right.
You've got to go to the birthday party, go to vacation with your parents.
Mykonos.
Go to Mykonos. Seriously, you experience life, because that's what acting's all about. You have to have life experiences to be able to recall those things. So work hard, but play hard.
I'm going to leave with one more comment. Emily said, Andrew, you are my spirit animal. I-L-Y. I believe that means I love you.
I love you. I-L-Y too.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You are a lot of fun to talk to.
Thank you.
It's hard to limit it to a short period of time. I feel like we could just talk for hours. But everyone needs to go check out Hamilton. Hello. If you can, you can't get in.
Yeah, definitely.
But you might be able to get in. There might be ways.
I think people are getting in easier these days.
People are getting in. There are ways.
People do the cancellation line.
Broadway.com has tickets sometimes. Just be patient. It's so worth the wait. And this guy is great in all those roles, I'm sure, especially number 5.
Man, I've done Man 5 a lot.
Number 5.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And everyone, thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.